Alright, I figured out what we're going to cover today. It's quick, it's fun, probably informative for those who follow a trade. We're going to talk about the base trail. This is the most recent sample from the sample room over in Asia, and I was real excited to get it back, and I'm very confident that either the next round, possibly the round after that, is going to result in a confirmation pair. And a confirmation pair is the magical pair of samples that you can basically use as a reference to know that that's what's going to be called upon when the production day comes for that model. So we started with a lot of different ideas and narrowed it down to this. The changes coming on the next sample will be a very quick aesthetic change to the underlay on the black microfiber. You can see it's kind of rounded. I wanted to put some hard angles right around that toe just to make it a little bit more aggressive. Sample room should have zero problems accommodating that and typically do a great job at those pattern adjustments. And this kind of lycra-ish tongue, it was a cool idea, especially for a trail shoe. I thought it would be fun, almost like a wetsuit-ish material around the, just to kind of protect the foot from the weathering and anything like that. But honestly, it just didn't work out. It was a little too cute, a little too flimsy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the standard black microfiber tongue with foam backing, stitch pattern, easy going, tried and true, not trying to reinvent the wheel on that. Just like the way it's always felt, and I'm looking forward to trying it on this one. And the last thing was that we changed to a stitch and turn construction on the microfiber backing here, notably around the collar. We wanted something that, let me show you. It felt like this version, even though it was cool and it's super in style right now to have like that kind of like heat pressed material with that foam kind of sandwiched in there, it just was a little flimsy, and honestly it didn't really do the trick on technical terrain. Didn't feel like the foot was secure. So again, not trying to reinvent the wheel, just do the thing, do what works. The only problem is I had a hot spot right on my heel because this TPU upper is kind of rigid in a good way. It's durable, it helps the foot lock down, but here on the heel it created a hot spot. So we're going to scallop that down. Quick little pattern adjustment. And notably with that being fixed, there are plenty of ways that we could ward off hot spots. That was just going to be the first one for the next round. I'm very confident that I think it's going to work. The outsole's been really, really nice, tested, doing great on the users that have tried it in different terrain. And that should be, like I said, I'm very optimistic that this next round is going to do the trick. And again, once you have that last round that's locked in, you can basically say that these are the confirmation pairs, everything in these updated tech packs. Let's go ahead and stash this, file, stamp it, and when production comes around, you know that that's going to be the model that the factory uses. After a production is also when you have the ability to place a purchase order. And those orders, after you place a purchase order and pay your money down, and then some later at the time of production, it can take anywhere between, I don't know, in our case, typically 60 to 90 days when it's not COVID. That's the caveat about the whole thing, is that the supply chain has kind of slowed everything down. For example, the order that we're waiting on now was supposed to be produced in January, but it got pushed off because everybody's trying to consume factory space, and it got pushed off for us all the way until April. And thank goodness that we have enough fuel to last us as a company. I'm really happy about that. And it may be a little shy, but by that time hopefully we can rally around the base trail and do the pre-sale on that as that production date is nearing in or completed, and we're waiting on those to arrive in the US. So I hope that's pretty informative for you guys. I love the process. I love the sample making process, and I will let y'all know if this next round of the base trail gets rid of that hot spot and get ready for our purchase order. I don't know if that last part clipped off, but that's all I got.